Welcome back to another manager's blog, and as you can see, I'm back in my normal settings of my car talking today as opposed to the last one, and I've remembered and had time to do a pre-blog this time, so here we go. Today, Saturday, sees us play DRG Frenchay reserves. We're away for 2 p.m. kickoff. Friendly today, so at the cup game against Mendip Broadwalk on Wednesday, so a few days rest for the lads, no training since, and we're back today with a friendly game, so looking forward to today. Hopefully the lads will be able to go out and sort of play and try a few things what we've been working on in terms of just sort of formation and positions, patterns of play and stuff like that, without the sort of having the intensity of a cup game. I mean, all games are intense, and I think as players, as you probably all know, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a friendly league game. I mean, you don't actually sort of play any different. You want to win the game no matter what it is, but it's certainly going to be a bit different in terms of some of the cup games we've been playing recently. So nice to get that chance today to sort of tinker with a few things. However, I have a bit of a crisis again in terms of number of players. This is the holiday seasons, like I've referred to in the previous videos, and still a few injuries, so it means we're absolutely down to the bare bones today, so that's going to be a bit tough in terms of missing quite a few players today, but that's what the squad size is for, and players come in, like I said, similar to Wednesday, get their chance to show why they should be either making the squads or starting in the 11. So again, it's always opportunities for people to come in and show me what they can do. But quite a few changes today. There's going to be some players playing out of position today, but that's life. I mean, that could easily happen in the season, and we have to be able to adapt and cope with it. So I'm going to be really interested in sort of looking at a couple of players closely today, because yeah, it's like I said, it's their chance to sort of get in and shine really, and show me why they think they should be in the team. So a couple of changes, well, quite a few changes today. Paul Cameron, however, comes back in goal for us, so it's nice to have Paul back, and Ash, the assistant manager, Ashley Tamlin, done brilliantly well on Wednesday in coming out of semi-retirement and going in goal, saving us because we never had a goalie. But Paul's back today, so that'll be his first start in a little while. Defence, we're going to be trying a couple of new things out in terms of defenders today, and new people in new positions. So again, that's going to be key for me, how they perform individually, plus also as a sort of unit. Midfield, again, likewise, because of the previously mentioned lack of options. There's going to be some changes into our midfield. Chris comes in today for his first start. Chris had joined us recently, and I know Chris, we've sort of played with him, played for in the past, so I know what I'm getting with Chris. But Chris comes in today for his first start, so that's going to be an interesting one. It's been a couple of years since I saw him play last, so that's going to be his first start today. Chance to immediately impress. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, tough one as always, but real sort of chance for some players to really impress me today in terms of really getting in the side for the season starts. I mean, we're sort of, the weeks are going by, we're not far away now from the beginning of the season, so now's the chance to really be bringing your A game and pushing that your chance to getting that starting 11 ready for when the season comes. But over to the players. Yeah, it should be a good game. Let's see what happens, and like always, I will report back post-match with my thoughts and views, and hopefully with some pleasing things to report on. Great performance from the lads today. 5-4 winners against DRG Frenchay. Really pleased with the lads today. As I said in the sort of pre-game blog, quite a few changes today, tweaking formation, quite a few changes to the team today. But I gotta admit, the lads, I thought they were superb. Said 5-4 winners, thoroughly deserved victory. Josh Cleveley coming in at centre half with a flat back 4 today. Josh Cleveley and Mike was centre half, and I thought they was outstanding. Josh playing his first ever game as a centre back, and it certainly didn't show. I thought he had a very good game in the back, partnered by Mike. Bolton come in at left back again, very solid game from Bolton. Mr. sort of dependable and flexible. He plays in numerous positions for us, and he don't sort of really let you down. So he had a very good game. Josh Tamlin, a big shout out to Josh Tamlin, who've also come in a new position today as right back. He had a great game for us, and didn't sort of really put a foot wrong, and looked very composed on the ball. So yeah, really pleased with the sort of back line, as well as Paul coming into the side in goal today. But look sort of very steady, although conceded 4 goals today. One dubious goal, I think should have been a free kick to our goalie, but it wasn't. It went directly in from a corner. An own goal today as well, which was definitely unfortunate, but letting 4 goals in sometimes it sort of shows a bit of a shaky back line, but I didn't think we was that shaky at all. I think it was sort of quite composed and played very well as a unit. Chris come in for us today, made his debut on the right of our midfield. Again, I thought, especially first half, I thought Chris had a fantastic first half, very dangerous, very assured with his touch, in terms of putting some dangerous balls in, and actually set one of our, I think our first goal up. Chris with an excellent ball across from the wing. But again, you know what I'm going to get. I said I've known Chris and seen him before, so he's very assured, good touch, good feet, and experienced player. But he had a very good first half, bit quieter second half. We took a hell of a bang on the stroke of half time, and that it affected his performance to an extent. Second half, it was a hell of a wallop on his ankle, which he couldn't really sort of be too natural second half. But overall, really pleased with his performance. Bill and Josh was our 2 centre mids today, and I thought they was absolute class. I thought they dominated the midfield. Josh was man of the match today, but both Bill and Josh scored, got on the score sheet, which is always great from your midfielders. But yeah, I thought it was absolute class as a centre midfield pairing today. I was very pleased with that aspect of our game. Jack Gilbo pushed out on the left today, left mid, which was an unusual position for him. He's never played there before, but again, he didn't let us down. The work rate was fantastic, tracking up and back and attacking and defending 1 minute, and great from Jack today. And George and Tom up front. George again making his sort of debut as a striker for us today. He's never played there before, something I want to look at as a manager, and George in that position. And George didn't disappoint. He opened his scoring after about 5-6 minutes of the game. It wasn't long in. Great ball across from Chris, and George was there. Look, every good striker would be to finish the move off. And but George's running for me today, I thought was superb. He was short, he was long, he was inside and running on the outside. He was everywhere, and it made him very hard to pick up. And George is a quality player, great first touch. So I was really pleased with his performance today. Tom Blake second half. I mean, there's also what we'll say about our strikers, Josh and Tom, but Tom today second half, I thought Tom was absolutely outstanding. Goal ruled out the first half, I think, a bit harshly for offside, when we'll see on the replays or on the videos, certainly if it was offside. I didn't think it was myself. I thought he made his run from behind the striker, so he was a bit, in my opinion, in real time, that was a harsh one for Tom. But second half, I thought he was absolutely superb. He ran the channels, he was everywhere again, dropping deep, going long, picked himself up 2 goals, 2 instinctive striker goals. I love to see those kind of goals and gambling and paying off. A great header with his first goal, but the second one is like every good striker would. He gambled and put pressure on and ended up capitalising on a mistake and had an empty net to tap in. But it's a great result for us today against DRG Frenchay. They're 3 or 4 leagues above us, so it was going to be a tough game, but I thought the lads played very, very well today, with a lot of players missing. Yeah, couldn't fault them. Absolutely couldn't fault their effort, and we looked good. We looked nice and relaxed, and then got back a little bit playing to our football. So, like I said, as we know from some of our previous games, we're playing top sides in the cup, and it's not always easy. And you don't always get the chance to get the ball down and play football because of the standard of opposition we're facing. But you know, very high standard again today. But I certainly felt the lads was very, very chilled and relaxed, which is what I asked them to do, and it's certainly like I said, it certainly showed in our victory. But on to Monday night now. We're back in the Fieldwood Cup for the second group game against Bristol Spartak. It's going to be a really, really tough game for us. But again, like most things, and like I say to the lads, we got to play like we did today. And if we do, we're going to give a lot of sides a very tough test. Don't always win these tests, but there's more to it than just winning the game as well, in terms of we're playing teams way above us, and if we give them a good game and there isn't a great distance between us, that's what it's all about at this stage of the season and their learning curves. But on to Monday night. Hopefully we take confidence out of today's result, and we go into the Monday night into the Fieldwood Cup, and hopefully to get a win and give us a chance of progressing in the getting through the group stages into the knockout phase. But we'll see what that brings in terms of the game on Monday. But yeah, looking forward to that one. As always, thanks for watching the videos. It's really good. The views on these videos are going, they're increasing all the time, and it's very much appreciated. So keep watching, keep liking, keep sharing. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. It helps us out in terms of what we're trying to do over the coming years of growing this club and taking this club to another level. So yeah, join us at the start of the journey. There's playlists there of we got one playlist of the story of Bristol United. If you haven't watched it, give it a little try. It's going to be a weekly episodes released on every Friday, where myself, Ash and Sam, we talk through the beginnings and the origins of the club, of how it came about, how we came about to create the club, and it's going to be around about an 8-part series, so that's worth a watch if you haven't seen it yet, and get to know us as owners and managers, coaches, and more about the club. But yeah, thanks as always, and appreciate your support, and I will report back in on Monday with another manager's blog, and yeah, I'll see you then.